The question you asked me is exactly the same questions a number of my students asked me the other day in my class, my online class. And one student actually did some in-depth research on it. And she found 5 or 10 references where people stated clearly, no, you can only be a leader if you're a born leader. And you can only be a top performer if you're born a top performer. And my experience of 30 years with over 120,000 people in my classes has been real simple. Yes, you can become a top performer, and yes, you can learn how to achieve peak performance. What we did is we identified with our corporate clients 12 areas of what we call necessary performance to become a top performer. And those are the areas that we actually look at and we teach in this particular class. Yes, definitely yes. We have experience in teaching over 120,000 people in 30 years how to become an improved performer. Now, obviously, everyone has a different level of performance. Now, what is performance? Performance is really very often function of the level of skills that one has. However, it's also a function of personal discipline, of ability to communicate, unwillingness to fail, unwillingness not to be excellent. So there's a lot of areas where I call them characteristics of top performers. And we identify each one of them so that the people who are in our workshop learn what they need to do if they want to become a top performer. I would say in the corporate environment, definitely a very rapid vertical move in the corporation. If you have your own business and you've been procrastinating to start the business that you want to have, definitely these 12 fundamental elements will be of paramount importance for you to be able to move in that direction. Let me address the issue. The issue is there is research today available where people have studied the issue and they wrote articles regarding that you cannot become a leader unless you're a born leader. And there's a whole genre about that. And what we really strongly disagree with that. Why? Number one is out of 120,000 people you trained, I would say that 85% of those people have become leaders in their fields. Like, for example, let me bring to an example. There was a gentleman that came to our trainings that, this is about almost 20 years ago, he was a taxi driver and he was totally addicted on drugs, illegal drugs, and by all definitions, he was not a performer, he was not a leader, he's always been what people would call it either a victim or a loser in his life. He came to our programs and in 48 hours, he shifted his behavior. He stopped taking drugs, he identified his life purpose, and he went in to achieve what he said was most important to him. So we have plenty of evidence to that, but more in detail. People become losers because they are the effect of outside events. What we do in a program called Cause and Effect, we teach people how to choose to come from the position of causing things to happen rather than being the effect to the environment. It is doable. Is an issue of modifying your personal belief system, is an issue of eliminating negative behaviors, is a practice into coming from cause to effect. So I know it's a mouthful, but it is not something that is easily done if you're not coached properly. I would say all participants can do real well as long as they are motivated and committed to shifting something in their lives. So if people think they're going to come to a workshop, they're going to be given some information and they can go out and become top performers without modifying some of their ineffective behaviors in their lives, then this is the wrong program for them. People need to be committed to achieve excellence. then we can guide them. By the way, for those of you who have been watching our conversations, either all of them or just individual ones, I want to thank you for your time, and I really invite you to visit with us. There is no reason for you to be where you are if you're not satisfied or happy or mediocrely happy with your life. Our life can be created with excellence, caring, love, affection for others, making a truly positive difference in the life of people. Thank you for attending. My commitment to all of you online is to reach millions of people in the next year to come